How you enjoying date night?
Well, it's a cemetery.
I got a little surprise for you.
What kind of surprise?
Glow balls.
I'm not that kind of girl.
Don't tell me you're a Twinkie girl.
I actually am allergic to chocolate.
Oh my god.
Did you hear that?
No, shh. I almost got this open. Come on.
Didn't you hear that?
What are you talking about? I don't hear anything. What the hell is that?
Oh my gosh, where are you going? This is fun. I'm the serial killer!
So wait, that's the reason why it took you so long to get here?
No, it was just traffic.
Okay. What? Anyways, where is it?
Where's what?
The Twinkies I asked you to get for me?
Oh, right.
What?
Right here.
What? What? What is this miserable squash thing? Where's the rest of them?
Hey, I was hungry.
What the fuck? Hey guys, how's it going? Here for us, Leon here with the lovely
Miyu Dolly.
And it is almost Halloween. So we're going to be talking about ZombieLand Double Tap Road Trip on the Nintendo Switch. Now this game is in between ZombieLand 1 and 2. So pretty much it's just a gang that you know from the first movie getting to the White House that leads up to the second movie. So grab your drinks, come join us, and let's talk about, a game.
A first gameplay.
Now the gameplay of the game is very simple. You pretty much play the group of 4 friends that you know from the first movie. Tallahassee, Columbus, Wichita, and Little Rock. And in this gameplay you can actually play up to 4 players. Or in this instance we just play with just us 2 of us. And you go through a horde of zombies, shooting your way through to get to the White House. Now in this game you do get to go through a lot of types of weapons. Machine guns, shotguns, samurai swords, axe, bats, mines, Molotov cocktails, like the works, pretty much a lot. My personal favorite is the samurai sword, the melee weapons, and I think the shotgun. Which was your favorite?
I like the two-handed, how do you call it?
The Uzis? Yeah, the Uzis. Every time we were playing this, we would just like, I would just like hand her the Uzis. Which is a cool thing about the game. Like if you grab the weapon and you saw another like car, because they're usually hidden in cars, cases, or refrigerators. You can leave the weapon that you don't want anymore, and the other player's allowed to go pick it up. So every time I picked up a weapon and I knew that she wanted it, I would just get the other weapon and let her get the other one that she wanted, like the Uzis.
The good thing about it is you will never run out of weapons. You will always have that basic weapon.
Yeah, you always have a basic weapon. Your basic weapon is the handgun, so it's unlimited. And of course, there is a lot of weapons hidden around the area, so you can get. Another thing too is health. If you're running low on health, you can kind of guess, if you are a fan of the movies, what your health pick would be. Twinkies. So that's pretty much the gist of the weapons that you can get. But the players do have like a special move. And each of them specialize in their own characteristics. Like Tallahassee has like a Tasmanian devil kind of thing, which actually is very effective. And then Wichita, which is Emma Stone's character, she does like a duplicate.
Right, she is a duplicate, and then she's invisible, so the duplicate leads all the zombies to her, and after a while it explodes.
And it's very effective. It actually does like explode and destroy a big amount of the zombies surrounding it. But sadly, Columbus kind of has one of the weaker special moves. He kind of slows down time, almost like a Max Payne kind of thing. And I guess it does help in a little bit when you're trying to get away, because there's a lot of hordes of zombies that comes after you. Later on in the game, it does get really, really tough. So it does help just a little bit, but it's not as powerful as Wichita's or Tallahassee's. But by far, the one that's kind of lame is Little Rock, which is really sad because hers is like a speed kind of thing. So
speeding up everything, the run, the shots, everything.
It might kind of help if you only have a handgun, because then it kind of treats it like a semi-auto like machine gun kind of thing. But other than that, it's pretty weak and it doesn't really help, which is kind of sad too, because a lot of the voices of the characters do kind of sound like the characters from the movies, but the only one that I know of that I've seen behind the scenes was the actress that plays Little Rock, the youngest one. She's the only one that came in to record her voice for the video game, which is a little sad. But pretty much the gameplay is very simple. You just go from point A to point B, do some side missions, either from helping little old ladies get to a destination, to just trying to get away from zombies or turning on switches. One of the most pointless levels, which is probably the beginning, which is I guess it's just like a tutorial level, is that you have to turn on some of the switches to ride to the theme park, because Columbus wants to show his manliness again to Emma Stone's character in the game, which is just a weird side mission. And that's pretty much it. A lot of the missions in this game is just little lame excuses to kill zombies. But if you just want to quench your thirst in killing zombies, then I guess it might suit you.
The pros of the game.
Now this game does have some pros. I mean, it's very fun in the beginning when you're playing with other people. Like, it's weird playing it by yourself, but when you're with another person, it's actually a lot of fun. We team up very well. You go around collecting weapons, working with each other, trying to go through all the zombies. And there are some cool little things you can do around the environments as well. There's interactive things in the environment where you can actually turn on cranes, you can actually destroy all the zombies around you. And that's kind of sadly pretty much it, because after a while it does get a little bit repetitive, but in the beginning it is a lot of fun. I mean, it's fun playing with another person multiplayer, and some of their jokes can be funny, and seeing a lot of the different weapons and different abilities are pretty fun to watch at first. So those are some kind of the pros of the game, but that's not really saying much, which leads us up to the cons. I know, what are some cons for you? What were you like?
Cons for me? Well, when I was playing, like, I like to hear when I shoot the gun. I like to hear the bullets, so I know that I'm actually shooting at them, and I'm not like losing the weapon and being with my own weapon. Like the standard weapon, which is really weak. Sometimes there would be like a pop-up of the game, right, like of the characters coming up. Like, it's a little square where you see the face and then what they say, and it would actually over the sound. Yeah, I know. The sound of the characters kind of like drown out the sound of your weapon, so you're kind of distracted, and to the point where you kind of lose focus and the zombies start to attack you. Exactly. Yeah, that happened to me a lot of times in the game too. Because sometimes it was unnecessary. Like, it really was unnecessary because they're trying to finish some jokes. Random will just say something like in the middle of the fight, like, why are we fighting zombies? And you're like, why are they saying something right now? Because we don't see them, we only see like the little box popping up. It's very distracting. Definitely it's distracting. It really distracts you from the gameplay. And yeah, I agree with you. That was one of the cons. The other cons for me too was the upgrades. Because in the game, you do get a kill of the week depending how much zombies you kill, what specials you do, or what obstacles you go through and what environments you use to kill the zombies.
like a crane or an explosive cart. And the thing is, like, you get points in the game in which upgrades your health, your targeting, or your stamina, or what have you. But at the same time, I never saw a difference, no matter how much I filled up my level. I didn't see any difference at all.
I didn't feel any difference. Like, I didn't feel faster, or I didn't feel like that my health increased. Also, they only give you like 3 points. 4 points?
Yeah, sometimes 4 points, 3 points. Like, it's one of those things where you get 4 points to get to like fill in like certain like circles in your upgrades. It's like they're trying to do some weird RPG thing, and they kind of felt, because I saw no difference. There was no difference. Now here comes the glitches. Being a low budget licensed video game, you know there's gonna be a whole bunch of glitches, and there was. I mean, there wasn't a lot, but there was some that kind of did interfere with the gameplay sometimes. Like when we were like going against zombies, and I would find a car with a trunk that had guns, and I would try to switch it myself personally. No matter what I did, it would like not like register, and it would be really hard for me to switch weapons. And it's like I really have to just stay there for like a couple seconds for it to register for me to switch like whatever I wanted. And that really bothered me, especially when you have like 10 or 20 zombies right on you, and you just want to go, click the button, get the weapon, and then mow down whatever's coming after you. Another thing too is when we do that old lady, because there's like an old lady, a couple of times you have to do like an old lady mission in a game, and it's like if you're standing too close to the old lady, you kind of get stuck. Like the old lady can't even move
anymore. Like, she's supposed to move certain way, and we have to follow her. And if we're too close to her, she's like not moving at all.
Now, I didn't see any glitches with like graphics wise. I mean, the game was running pretty fine. I didn't see any frame rate issues. Well, I guess at one point when you kind of have your characters in the end of a level, and they like kind of like do their little poses, if they get like higher points, there's for some reason a weird frame rate drop. I don't understand why, but during gameplay I didn't notice any, because there's like a lot of zombies chasing you. There's a lot of zombies chasing you, and I didn't notice any frame rates dropping or anything like that. But we were lucky enough to capture 3 really good glitches in the game, which I can't believe. So we're gonna go through them, and these are not really in any particular order, but here you go for your enjoyment right now.
But just take a look at this. Oh my God.
I'd like to thank my guns and my ma both for giving me what I needed to be the finely tuned, handsome killing machine you see before you.
Now, I don't understand what the hell happened to the voice. Because when we were playing and we beat the level, and we were just like just talking and stuff, we just heard a different voice, and we were just like, what the hell was that? Like, it didn't sound like the Tallahassee impersonator at all.
It doesn't sound like any of the characters at all.
And so thankfully on the Switch, you can record your gameplay, but it's only like 30 seconds prior to when you like recorded it. And I got to capture it, as you saw, and I don't know, I'm not like a game programmer, and what I can just assume is that they did maybe record an audio for that section, and maybe they had like a robotic thing or an automated thing, and maybe either didn't register, because I don't want to play the game again, I don't want to find out, but it didn't register, or something they forgot to put it in, and they just left the robot voice. I couldn't believe that. I honestly could not believe that. It was ridiculous. And the other thing was like kind of bringing back your character, your partner back to life. Because no matter how many times we died, and we were trying to help each other in the game, it was still not enough. No matter if we didn't have too many zombies on us or nothing, it was still hard to revive our partner back to life. And what you saw right now was a legit thing. I don't know if it happened because it was in the last second of her character dying and I was trying to revive her and it just glitched and got stuck. I don't know how to explain it. And of course, when we talked about the old lady, that was it. And of course, her making weird noises was just a funny bit of the game. So there is a lot of glitches, but not enough to really break the game. But holy shit.
In the last level, we had problems.
That's right. The last level, holy shit. That was a headache. It was like almost unbeatable. It was pretty much unbeatable. Like no matter what upgrades we got, nothing was working. Like
especially the specials. We tried to do specials and they messed up. Like for example, Wichita, she is supposed to be invisible to the zombies and just leave her duplicate there and let the zombies lead to her. But the zombies actually still went after the original character and she got damaged.
Yeah, which is a weird thing. And you know, in the game, they do have like different kind of zombies. Like if you saw the second movie, there's like the ninja zombies, the Hawking zombies, which are the smart one. But when they were coming after us, no matter if she did her special, the zombies still came by and attacked us or attacked her. And they weren't Hawking zombies or ninja zombies or whatever. They were just still normal zombies. And when I tried to do my special as Tallahassee, I still lost a lot of life. To the point where I did my special and I had a full life bar and I died instantly. And it was just weird. It was a couple weird glitches. And you know what? In the ending of the game, it was not even worth it. Because when you beat the game, they say a couple things like, hey, we made it to the White House, we did it. And then it just cuts to credits. And that's it. That's it. It just ends. And you unlock Nevada, who is another character from ZombieLand 2, but there's no way to try and figure her out. I mean, it's just weird because at first the game was fun. That was the thing. You know, so like there were some fun factors in there. Like it actually felt like a game. And I know a lot of people were bitching about like it being like a mobile style game and stuff, but I'm like, it doesn't really bother me that much as long as the game is fun, you know, and there's some like just like replay value or like fun with multiplayer or something. I'm fine with it. But this game, after a while, it really wears down and it wears you out, and especially with that final level where it's almost unbeatable and it glitches, you kind of show its flaws even more, and it kind of almost stops you from beating the game. That's when it does get a little rough. And I would not really recommend this for somebody to buy it brand new or full price. If anything, the game, if you're really curious about it, if you want to buy it, maybe 10 bucks, 15 max. 15 max, but that's about it if you're just a collector. But for me, you know, I would just be like one and done.
No, one for me. One and done, I always say. I said that once.
Right.
That's just me, just one and done. I can't stress that enough.
The levels are too similar to want to repeat the whole game again. It's like very good.
This is pretty much an example of a cash grab, and I think we all saw that coming. But I know there's a lot of people out there who are curious about this game, as in myself. I mean, I don't regret playing it. I mean, we still have fun moments, especially experiencing those glitches. That was pretty interesting, you know. But other than that, just get something else. But yeah, so that's our thoughts on ZombieLand, Double Tap, Roadtrip. And I hope you enjoyed this review. We'll have a lot of other videos coming along. We just want to share our thoughts and share our experience with this game with you. If you have any other questions, please leave a comment down below. Follow us. We'll put a lot of links everywhere. And we hope you have a great Halloween.
Have a great Halloween.
Be spooky and rave rock.